On one, homie. On one. Jefe. Is it worth it? I didn't want to do it, man. Xtremis Cartel. El Jefe. Is it worth it? Man, I didn't want to do it, man. Xtremis Cartel. Just shut up, homie. Is it worth it? I didn't want to do it, man. Xtremis Cartel. Shut your freaking mouth, son. Is it worth it? Man, I didn't want to do it, man. Xtremis Cartel. You don't know
you
that.
make people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
Oh, that's all
say,
Hollywood,
that's the
dog.
bad guy.
Turn off the TV, start helping people. What up? What up? It's Garage Gym, homie, baby. And today, we're reviewing El Jefe Guerilla. I don't know how to say it, homie. Do I look like I'm in freaking prison in California with a bunch of Mexicans, homie? I'm a freaking white man here in Michigan. And I say El Jefe Guerilla, so it's El Jefe Guerilla. And before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. Right, Gemma? Gemma! We got content coming out all the dang time for them, man. So click subscribe, and let's get into this, man. God bless all of you homies. I hope you're feeling amazing, living from your heart, man, staying out of your dang head. Hope you ain't resentful, man. It only hurts you, homie. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. There ain't nothing good coming from being resentful. And when we're angry, when we're resentful, what that does is that blocks us. Number one, it blocks us from God. And number two, it blocks us from looking within ourselves, because our problems are always of our own. Very few exceptions, homie, but most of the time, our problems are of our own making. We got the ball rolling for the stuff that happened in our lives. And when you're angry at other people, you can't look within because you're so busy looking out at everybody else and what they did, how they did you wrong. And that blocks us from growing spiritually, man. So be a freaking man, homie. Forgive people. Look within. The whole world didn't do you wrong. You're not a freaking victim, and let's get this dang muscle. All right, man. God bless the fine folks at Xtremis Cartel. Look at this, man. Look at that tub. Ooh, baby. That boy ain't no punk, man. That boy looks freaking serious. And I'm going to tell you this, man. I'm going to tell you this, homie. This is the third one I've reviewed of this. The third one. And look at that. That's a long tub, man. And the first two were okay. They never made my top list, if you notice, homie. So I'm always going to give it to you straight, man. This one right here, son, we're going to find out if this is any better, if this is still that same old, I'm going to tell you what I thought of the first one, man. The first two. Too smooth for me, man. And I told the owner of Xtremis, I said, hey, homeboy, I'm your friend, so I'm always going to give it to you straight. You got to quit monkeying around, man. It's too smooth, too high of caffeine for an experience that's so smooth. If I'm taking 425 milligrams of caffeine or whatever, that boy better freaking pop. So the homie, man, he's such a freaking solid dude, man. He lowered the caffeine, and he added in some alpha. Yo, man, this guy's my dog right here, man. So we're going to talk about this, man. Let's get right into the facts, man. Because you're monkeying around talking feelings, son. If you like what I have to say about this hitter, man, I'll link below where to get it with the discount code to knock off some Gorilla cash, homie. Gorilla, I don't know. I know when he says the name, it sounds much different than what I'm saying. Guerilla, I don't freaking know, homie. One of you Spanish-speaking people can put me up on game. How the heck? I'm trying to remember how he said it, man. It's very intricate, homie. I sound white as heck. All right, man. I am white. I'm a freaking white man, homie. I'm not apologetic for being a strong white man in today's society, man. White lives matter. Black lives matter. All lives matter. Does your life matter? All right, man, here we go. Supplement packs. 1 scoop, 2 scoop, redfish, bluefish, Dr. Seuss, mumbo jumbo, homie. We do 2 scoops, 29.9 grams. 2 level scoops for me was 29.4 grams, man. So they got it just right, man. They got it just right. So you do 30 grams, you put it on the scale, you get 20 servings in a container. And I'm going to tell you, man, you can't cry about 20 with this one because this is nuts loaded, man. And this is a grape candy flavor and pretty good flavor. Was it memorable? No, it was good. It wasn't heavy on the stomach, even for a 30-gram scoop. It didn't feel heavy. And it was easy to drink. It was a good grape candy. Tasted like 90% of pre-workouts, man, on the positive side. So here we go, man. L-citrulline. Pure citrulline, homie, 8 grams for the pumps. And the Guerilla, the beta-alanine, homie, 4 grams. You got to feel the betas to be an alpha, homeboy. Arginine nitrate as NO3T, 2 grams. I love those nitrates, homie. That gives me that vascular up the wazoo pump. Then betaine nitrate, homie, 2 grams. More vascularity, more power, homie. Betaine anhydrous, 2 grams, man. That's for the power output. That'll make you a strong alpha male iron pumper. Put down that dang freaking Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, Don Lemon's new podcast, Rachel Maddow worshiping son of a gun, and start worshiping God, homie. Strong men worship God, and strong men don't apologize or feel freaking weak for worshiping God. God gives us power. All right, man. A lot of people go around and say, oh, I'm powerless over people, places. Shut your mouth, homie. You're not powerless. God gives us power. You think you're powerless. A lot of people think, oh, God's in control, so I'm powerless over everything. No, that's not true, man. God gives us power. Do you understand? We become powerful when we tap into spirituality. Vasodrive AP, man, 508 milligrams. Sick pump matrix, man. I mean, the betas, the betaine, and the pumps. That boy right there ain't no punk, man. I mean, don't put nothing on this, homie. This is already stacked, locked, and loaded. I threw 5 grams of unflavored creatine, man. Let's get into the energy and focus matrix, man. L-tyrosine, 3 grams. Alpha GPC, 800 milligrams, which yields 50%. That gets you focused in, dialed in, thinking about the weights, forgetting about your Tinder dates, homie. Women swiping left on you, son. Look at you. You got this all sorts of weird stuff in that Tinder profile, man. Stephanie showed me, man. I think she's still on Tinder, man, because she showed me your profile. It looked weak as heck, man. It said, I'm riding with Kamala. J.D. Vance is kind of weird. It had all kind of weird flags, Ukrainian flags, LGBTQ+, weird stuff, man. You were wearing an N95 in there, all sorts of virtue signaling going on, man. You look soft, son, and we all swiped left on you, homie. All right, man. DMAE, I'm not gay. It's okay if you are, man. Everybody on this channel, man, I freaking love you. DMAE, 750 milligrams. I don't know why I had to tell you I'm not gay. Because I think told you I was swiping on Tinder for dudes, which sounded really weird. Like Tim Wentz. All right, man. Theobromine, 400 milligrams. You see I'm in a good mood, man. I'm all over the place. That's the freaking cousin of caffeine. That's a crazy dose of theobromine. Extra, homie. They're throwing extras on it. 300 milligrams. Caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams. Nice amount of caffeine. Then you got caffeine citrate, which yields 50% quick-acting caffeine. 350 milligrams total so far. Plus the Infinergy, man, which 65 milligrams yields 75%. We got a total of 400 milligrams of caffeine from 3 sources, man. So that's the highest I like to ingest personally of caffeine. That's why I made Maniaco 400 milligrams of caffeine, homie. It's the highest I personally like to ingest. And I feel like if you can't make a pre-pop with 400, man, you got to take it back to the drawing board and redo some things, man. So, you know, I like that. And it's from 3 sources, man. So it's a little less guilty feeling. Then the Alpha Yo 1 milligram. great amount, man. 1 milligram, just enough to freaking do what it's going to do and what I'm here to talk about. And the estrogen, man, 50 milligrams. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say about this, homie. Gemma, come home. Get over here. I said come home. All right, man. So I took the drink. I came down to the dance floor. This boy right here, they finally got it right, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. They finally freaking got it right. I felt the beta. For 4 grams of beta, it wasn't that eventful for me. But I always say, man, that might not be a reflection of the product. That might be a reflection of me and my saturation. There's a lot of factors that go into that, man. So ignore that. I didn't feel too much betas, but it was there just enough to contribute to the sense of urgency. This filled in all the freaking gaps that the last 2 didn't have, man. This was a solid freaking hitter pre-workout. Stim Junkie Daily. The energy came in quickly. I don't know if it was that caffeine citrate alpha yo mix, but this boy had a nice sense of urgency. This is a Stim Junkie Daily. The first one felt like a straight daily. Super smooth, freaking too smooth. It almost didn't even hit, man. I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't come back to it. It wasn't like something eventful for me. The pumps were silly and all that. Well, let's talk about this one. This had a freaking sick sense of urgency that came in like a wave of wake you out of the dead. I'm freaking ready for iron pumping, man. Like this one actually pops. That 1 milligram of alpha yo, the caffeine citrate, whatever the heck, alpha GPC, whatever the heck's in here, came together beautifully. And you actually had a freaking, this had a backbone to it. Like this feels like an iron pumper's freaking like an actual sense of urgency freaking pre-workout that hit. Like this actually, it didn't slap. It was nothing to be scared of. There was no crazy elevated heart rate. The freaking, I'll tell you what this pre gives you. Nice sense of urgency. Amazing theobromine head high. No Araya, none of that. Just a good theobromine, caffeine, alpha yo, nice head high. You can't tell there's alpha yo in here based on like it doesn't feel like it's got that crazy alpha yo head high. It's just enough to make it pop with the physical energy and give it a nice backbone and fill in all the gaps to make it a perfect Stim Junkie Daily. It's not super Stim Junkie. It's definitely not a freaking daily. It's a Stim Junkie Daily. Like you could take this 4 days a week and feel fine, dude. Like it doesn't feel unhealthy, but at the same time, it actually they freaking got it right, homie. It comes together beautifully. The pumps are insane on it. Are they better than the last freaking 2 that I reviewed? I don't recall. I can't say confidently. The last 2 had sick pumps. This also has sick pumps. So they're great. I mean, the pumps are freaking, I mean, this is a fully loaded Stim Junkie Daily with sick pumps. Very good freaking theobromine. More focus. This had more focus and endurance and strength and pumps than actual mood elevation. I mean, you're not super high on it or euphoric or anything. It just feels good. You just feel good. It's like a real bodybuilder's pre with an actual, like, nice sense of urgency that gets you moving in the gym. So this filled in all the gaps that the last 2 didn't have for me. Like this actually made it a solid freaking pre-workout where you feel like you're awake, you're alert, you are in training mode. Like the last one, you better come with some heart because it didn't really wake you up like that. The Alpha Yo at 1 milligram, man, went a freaking long way, dude. Like that was a good 1 milligram of Alpha Yo just to put a little hair on your chest, homie. The pumps were vascular, tight, none of that swole glycerol, nice nitrate, vascularity pump. I had the head vein going, sick pumps, solid freaking Stim Junkie energy, no negative side effects. The 1 milligram of Alpha Yo was not enough to give you any Alpha-O side effects. In fact, if you didn't tell me there was Alpha-O in here, I might not even know. But knowing it freaking really filled in the gaps with the sense of urgency and that the head, like the theobromine head high, it just made it pop. So really nice product, man. A huge upgrade, dude. Like double as good. It's a huge upgrade from the first one because lowering the caffeine and adding that 1 milligram of Alpha-O just made it such a freaking significant difference, man. So really good job to them. And the pumps are the same or better freaking sick vascular nitrate, whatever the heck, man. So that's what I got. Hitter right here. Solid Stim Junkie Daily, fully loaded package with no negative side effects. Finally, a good sense of urgency. Really good product. That's what I got. God bless all you. Together, let's get this dang muscle. We're out.